hold it in. Hold that bottom one in.
Oh, okay. Hold the bottom one in.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
There we go.
I think I was gonna set mine just right there. Let me see how that does. Testing, testing.
1484, Omaha.
1484. What does that mean?
I don't know. That's a number I just blew into my brain.
Today's one of those days. I wonder if it matters how it is. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm gonna leave mine on the side there. Oh, you know what we should have done?
What's that?
We should have flipped the tailgate down to have like a desk.
Well, here, let's do it.
Okay, we'll be right back again. Okay. Now we're putting it back up again. We've done this 3-4 times. The car's crooked too. It's like
We should get. You can't see everything. The beach is behind us. We're doing a Q&A today. We got a stack full of questions, and of course, you guys never see me with a hat on, but I had to wear a Big Al's.
It looks so
Big Al's
good.
hat.
Yeah.
You got a yell, man, in my ears or ring?
You got a trucker hat on.
Yeah. Damn trucker is what I am.
He's a damn trucker. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see the house? We're trying to show. Well, you're right in the way.
Look,
I mean, you're right at the house.
There I am.
There's the house right there. Does everybody
Not
remember?
the two, the one.
Oh, this whoops
That
right
one,
there
with the red roof.
Look.
That little fella.
Just
We built that.
Just a little fella.
Just like me.
Just like
Hey,
Randy.
we built that thing in 6 days.
Yes.
Yep. Sold it for $20,000. Well, no, we gave it away.
It's a giveaway.
The guy sold it for $20,000 to this lady, and she rents it out as an Airbnb, and she's rich now. Ain't that something?
That is not appropriate to say.
Well, she is. She's making all kinds of money off our deal. And I'm
Why
loving
would you
it.
say that?
I think it's awesome.
Okay.
What a financial opportunity for people to buy one of our homes that are $20,000 and rent them out and make you $20,000 a year.
Well, you know what? Let her call you.
No, my phone has just been broken.
Broke.
You don't need to call me.
So
Call and thank us.
So, welcome to Weekly Wednesday Q&A on Thursday. Man, we were doing so good.
Until
Until yesterday.
what happened?
Uh,
Oh, you mean to do the show?
yeah,
I
I know.
love
We did
that,
it.
man.
We did 2 weeks in a row on Wednesday, and then today it's Thursday. Listen, we're trying to get there. Doing our best.
Right. I mean, I don't think anybody's like, upset and missed work because we went on Wednesday or something.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know how everybody's upset. Okay, I just want to tell real quick, go to our Facebook and you will see that today we had, what's it called? Big Al's
man.
Bent Creek
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
BBQ.
Yeah, and he's going to be back next week, and it's going to be more of a planned thing, and we're going to let all the residents know. We're going to put it on our Facebook. We're going to share it with everyone, so you'll know in time. So
he'll be here next week, and that way everybody here can
well,
just,
no,
come here and
exactly,
eat.
yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. We'll announce when they're going to be here next week. But the barbecue, I had the tacos, you had the brisket. The potato salad was amazing. I only had 2 bites of it, but boy, it was delicious.
Really?
It was really good. And so everybody was really happy with it. And look at Ace. I mean, just making his rounds, just, roaming around.
They can't see Ace, man.
Oh, yeah, well, I know. Well, I'm just saying what
Stay
I
on
see.
focus point. We got to get some questions checked.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, we've got a really thick, stack that we've got to get through today of questions, Q&A. We have got a lot of specials going on. We've got the 8x20 that's going on for $25,000. We have the 8x16 grab and goes always for $20,000. We have got the solar going on for an extra $5,000 till the 31st of October, and we also have the fully off grid until the 31st of October at
For 30.
midnight.
But we'll sell them forever. But
We'll
it's just
sell
at
them
this
forever,
price.
but you want them at this price.
Yeah.
We've got so many specials going on, it ain't even
Well,
funny.
and for every 100 homes we sell, we give one away.
Okay, well, there you go.
Every 100 homes, we give one away.
Every
Yep.
100
And our
homes, you give
giveaway
one
for
away.
100,000 subscribers will be New Year's Eve night
Let's see if
before we
this is
blow up our
going.
Christmas
Yeah.
tree.
Oh.
Isn't that awesome?
I want to show
Yeah.
this too, that I have got my Halloween nails. I've got orange on, and this is the Shining I have on today. Jack Nicholson, here's Johnny. That's what he said. So I've got the Shining on today, representing Halloween 2022. Absolutely love Halloween. Yesterday I wore a Ghostbusters shirt that I posted on Facebook, so you can see that as well. So sporting the cat earrings, black cat. Wore ghost yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Look at Randy. Wow. Oh, wow.
I'm just really like mesmerized.
Now, I have to say, Randy never wears a hat, but he looks so handsome on this.
Really?
He looks so handsome in his hat. Well, I said he looked cute. He looks so cute in his little hat.
Stop, my little hat.
And his little hat.
Send me to school. My mom said, you look so good in corduroys.
No. You know what Randy's mom said? Said, because Randy always looked good in blue jeans. He did. And she said.
Even at it as a, like a, what do you call it?
Yes.
I mean, a little munchkin.
Little tyke.
Little tyke.
Little tyke.
Yeah.
And she said Sam never could wear dungarees. Do you remember that? She said they didn't.
Sam was just good looking, man.
They didn't fit him right. So.
Yeah, he had wavy hair, and he had
He was tall.
He was a good looking kid. And so I come out, and they just do, rags on me. I wasn't all that good looking,
Oh my God.
So,
well, you've made up for it since then.
Yeah, I'm good looking now.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Anyway, so we're going to get started on the questions because there's a lot of questions about solar and off-grid and the mountain and Buffalo Creek and what's going on at the Grove and building. Just so many questions, so we want to get right to it.
Yeah, okay.
And he's put the first one away.
No. All right, so what I wanted to... This one here.
And I too want to say, apologize for the microphone the other day. It was crackling up whenever we did the talking about the Hurricane Ian and stuff like that. We were thoughts and prayers are still with Florida and South Carolina. They were both hit very hard. But we had 3 of our customers who told us that their Incrediboxes, 2 Incrediboxes, one 10 by 30, and another home. Weathered the storm, and we were happy to hear that. They tied them down, and they one of the houses, the 10 by 30, Ty said that it has went through 3 storms already in Florida. So that we were happy to hear that, and happy to hear that they were safe and sound. So let's get going on our questions.
I'm ready. All right.
He's ready. He looks like a hippo.
Look at him.
Look at him just guzzling that water.
What are you doing, buddy?
My God, this is pretty.
Well, we're right by our shop, and this is a pond we made.
Yeah.
That's the forest. And we left it all rough and green and give some privacy, but we still. Look at it. Look. Get him, Ace.
What is it, Ace?
Get him, buddy. Look at him.
Oh, that dog.
I know.
Watch it. Look. What is it, Ace? What is it? Get it. Get it.
Ooh.
Oh my God, he's so flippin' funny.
What are you doing? So we're going to do our Q&A right now, everybody. I just wanted to come by and show you. This is where we're going to be setting up. That's actually the mountain up there. That's the land that we own. Is our mountain development.
Yeah.
And back here are some people waiting to get inside in their homes, and this is our temporary housing for people. We are maxed out. And then, of course, there's the grove we got. And there's Ace. He's getting ready to do some hunting at you, buddy. All right, we're gonna set up. This is Amanda's car.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. So right there, we're setting our camera up. We don't have a tripod or anything.
The tripod broke, but it's on its way. It's been ordered, so it's on its way.
Here, show us your Halloween.
All right, okay, there's my Halloween. That's The Shining. Everybody knows The Shining. Yeah, there's my nails. Got my nails all done and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's pretty today.
All the ladies want to see what you're wearing, what's going on.
Well, I wore the Ghostbusters yesterday. So Ghostbusters was yesterday. Today is The Shining with Jack Nicholson on there,
Amanda
so.
does Halloween nice. It's not scary or spooky. It's just fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, she's never...
I love Halloween.
Yeah. All right. Here you go, everybody. I'm going to set that in that little groove right there.
There's Will.
Back up. And we're going to do our Q&A today. And
yes.
I've got this hat on. This is... the barbecue today. We had a barbecue guy come down, food truck. His name was Big Al. It was great. I had a brisket, and all the guys got to eat. And so we're gonna let the communities know next time. So every Thursday he comes in, everybody can come down there and have lunch. And I don't know, we're just trying to add more and more things happening around here. Even though we don't have our clubhouse, we can probably get people to come here like a food truck and come in. So I'm gonna start reading some Q&A. Get you guys going on some questions. We have had 500, 600, 700 comments on some of our videos, so it's really hard to get to everybody. I hope that we can, get to the ones that are important and keep reading if we can. I don't want to take a lot of time talking before we get to these, but I do want to say that if you are a salesperson of ours that you registered online and you went to ITH Employment and got your 4-digit number, you know, if you have any problems with that, you need to email that email that's on that, and my brother will see to it. You get your number, you get whatever you need to make things happen, all right? So if you didn't get an email, you got to check your spam. You got to check, say, hey, mate, did it go somewhere else, right? We're not trying to ignore you. We are not overwhelmed. We are not overworked. We got this system down. Is it not? You know, there's things we're changing and learning, and it's growing, but we'll get to it, okay? So I want to just let you know, just give us a call again, give us an email, and then make sure we got it. A lot of times you'll email, maybe it didn't get to us, you know?
Right.
So another thing is all the salespeople, I will be doing a YouTube video just for the salespeople. It'll be a private video just for you all so we can get together. And I'm going to try to do that more on maybe a weekly basis, to touch base with all of our salespeople. We've got over 200 some odd people selling, trying to sell, wanting to sell our Incrediboxes. One thing that we're having just a little bit of a delay, and that's just the way I don't know that the decisions I make or changes I make affect, you know, like the process, the electronic process or the digital process. So when you've got hundreds of people scattered all over the United States wanting to sell our stuff, we have to be automated. So we just wanted to sell the 16-foot Incredibox, and then we came out with the 20-foot Incredibox.
Right.
Well, my brother had to get a new contractor's up, and I didn't realize all that has to be done. Well, he's got that down, but then we say, hey, you want to add some amenities to the sale of the house, and we've been talking, and I didn't get Sam on the same page as we are, and so he's taking care of it. He's making sure that if you want to, the salespeople want to sell some EMPs, they want to sell some extra panels, you know, a charge controller, any of that stuff, we want to make sure that the salespeople can sell that, right? And technically, it's hard to do. You just don't plug it, and it's got that, and it adds it up, and it's tax and everything. It's a challenge, you know. So we're building all this. Sam's building it just from scratch, and we haven't bought a software for that. We just kind of roll. We know we got to sell homes, and in my mind, I'm like, let's just work this out. All right, let's get it done. Just be patient with us. But it's pretty much 99% of it's going.
Yeah.
We're doing a little bit by hand. Sam's actually taking any kind of amenities that you want to sell to a customer, right? And he's having to actually do it by hand a little bit. But it's not like we're selling 50 a day.
Right.
Yet.
Exactly.
I wish we were, but we're not yet, you know. So I just wanted to let everybody know that if you are a salesperson and you've got a 4-digit number, which doesn't cost you a dime. So if you're interested and you want to sell an Incredibox, right? All you have to do is register, and boom, you can get a $500 commission for every Incredibox that you sell. And if you sell 20 Incrediboxes, right? You say, you know what? I don't want the 500. I want to sell 20. And it may take you a year. I don't know. But if you do, I'll give you an Incredibox for every 20 you sell. So if you sell 100, you're going to get 5 Incrediboxes. So there are people that's calling me. They haven't come through yet. Some investors are saying, hey, we may want 100. We want this. We'll see if that happens. But if it did and you landed that kind of deal, you're going to get 5 homes. 5.
Yeah.
That's $100,000 worth of merchandise.
That's right.
For maybe one sale.
Yeah.
It's worth it to register.
Right.
You may not sell anything for a year, may not sell anything for 2 years. I don't know, but you always have got that out there and opportunities. And people are making little cards with their 4-digit number. People are doing videos and brochures and all that stuff.
They're doing a great job.
Yeah, so it's fun. I mean, I wish we had thousands of people trying to sell our Incrediboxes. And now that with our 8x6, 8x20, I mean, that's the sweet spot.
Now, somebody just asked about that. That was one of the questions that said, is the 8x20 still going to be 20? Was the 8x20? It was one of them. Is the 8x16 and the 8x20 going to continue to be the same price? So, here it is. I had it on top. Is the regular Incredibox still going to be $20K after the October 31st?
Yeah, the only thing changing is the off-grid.
Okay.
And solar. There's no changing of the Incredibox price.
Okay. And that was from Sheila Tubbs. Thank you, Sheila.
Yeah.
Also, Sherry wants to know, can individuals buy a guard shack? How much? It would be great for storage and laundry.
No, you know what? I'd love to buy them shacks, and I think we will later on. It's just right now we are so busy building these homes. We have got people here we owe about 40 shacks to, not shacks, but sheds.
Sheds.
And we've got to get them done.
Let's see. Patricia T. Walsh. Now, this is when we were up at, this is on several videos that people are asking questions. What is going on with the home behind you on the left with the wrap on it? Looks like an addition was put on. Just curious. Love the guardhouse. So cute. Really foggy today. Have a good day, both of you.
Okay, so the one she's talking about is in the prairie. Nice friend of ours building a house. I mean, had a house built there, and we thought there was just going to be a deck, and I guess they changed their mind and started closing it in. And you know, I'm a little bit laissez-faire when it comes to some things, but I didn't. Anyway, it's an addition on the house. We really want to be a part of any development that goes on here, because you can't just build on your house here. This is a flood zone. You got to be on wheels. It's got to be detached. There's some things to it. So we've actually emailed everybody that lives here and said, before you add on to your house, you need to get approval from us, you know, to make sure we know what it looks like. It's going to look appropriate, and actually it's going to be legal, because FEMA could come in here actually and just have you remove the structure that you just built.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Bianca Cox wants to know, how safe are these during a tornado?
Wow. I don't know how to answer that.
Which I'm sure she's brought it up because of Ian with the hurricane and stuff.
Well, you know, we had the email from the lady, well, I don't know if it was a lady, but a customer that said they had 90-mile-an-hour winds. The house was anchored to the ground, and it weathered great. So that was 90 miles. But a tornado, I don't know if anything can get through a tornado. Trees and school buildings
a regular house is not going to make it through a tornado.
The wind's spinning. It is just like,
the
wow.
one good thing about it is you can hook up to it and leave.
Run.
Yeah, and leave.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see. Lillian Mae Briggs, question for Q&A Wednesday. The Incredibox off-grid that left on Tuesday for gutted, the downspout for the water catchment was on the high side. How does that work?
Water
on
catchment?
The high side.
So they're saying my gutter was going the wrong way. I don't know. I mean, I don't
know what that means.
A gutter is pitched.
Okay.
And they said that it was over here instead at the lower end. I don't know how you could see it on the video, but I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me look for some others.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, Jesus Saves, that's the handle. Since we can't guarantee that a grab and go will be there upon arrival, others may beat you to it. If I pay for an Incredibox today, how long before I get the call to pick it up?
Okay, so let me split it this way. So they said we don't know if a grab and go is going to be there. If you call today and you want to grab and go and you're going to be here in 2 days, call and buy it.
Yeah.
It'll be here waiting on you. You don't have to just show up. Oh, we don't have one now. How long we got to wait?
Yeah.
You know, there is a waiting list now because we have to finish up what we have, and we have a build list and that. But grab and goes are we always have
them available.
A couple grab and goes every single day. But if you're coming in from out of state, just call.
Yeah. And two, whenever you come, make sure that you bring cash or you bring a certified check.
Yeah. That's personal checks. We can't get it cleared while you're here.
Exactly.
And if you're going to wire it while you're here, you got to get here before 2 p.m. before the banks close. Yeah.
Gone Bananas. Any chance an 8x20 can be made with the entry door access on the opposite side by special order? Basically flip the sidewalls.
No. I wish we could, but that can't be done. Now, you guys can take the door out, seal it up, put a door on the other side. This is a manufacturing assembly line.
Yeah, assembly line.
Just the way it is, yeah.
Michael D., could you show the location on the gray water tank? Where is the electric hookup location and water? I would like to see a video showing the bottom, what it looks like after it's built.
That's a good idea.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
Yep.
Is there a way to explain where it's at, or we just need to show that?
No, it's all right there underneath the house. We'll show you the gray water tank, the slide valve, the water hookup, and the power and all that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, we'll do that.
Deanna Coleman. Randy, are you sure you're in the right line of work? Perhaps you should consider comedy. You are so hilarious. Love the Amanda Hurricane. That was funny.
Man, that looks. You know what?
That was funny.
When I don't have to be so business minded, I really like just having
To
fun.
have fun,
Yeah, and
exactly.
That's really what I like doing.
How Carmen wants to know, Carmen Taylor, how do the girls get any work done with Randy and Amanda around? It's tough.
Yeah, we have to leave the office.
We have to. They can't wait for us to get out of the office. Carol Madge said, "Hi, Randy and Amanda. Fantastic news that your homes made it through the hurricane. It was scary. I am in Florida. Thank you. P.S. How do I claim my gift that I won?" So I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
How does she claim her gift that she won?
I don't know.
But if you're talking about the giveaway house, we haven't done it yet. And it's going to be New Year's Eve. The 8x16 that we're giving away. Send in your postcards.
Nobody's won anything yet. So
Nobody's
if
won
somebody
anything.
said you won something, you haven't won anything.
No, nothing's been won yet. Please make sure that you look out for scams. We're not going to contact you on the comments or anything like that. We'll call you or, send you an email, things like that.
Yeah.
But be sure, we've not given anything away yet.
Right.
Okay, let me look at this one. I got 2 or 3 that are like multiples. Let me give you some. Yeah, you take those, and I'll go through them too.
Question for weekly Q&A, please. If I order and pay in full a model home, the Dover, today, when should I expect it to be completed? Thanks. Probably 10 months.
Okay.
It could be sooner. I don't think it'll be a little bit later, but if we sell 10 more today, it's going to be later. So right now we're about 10 months out, but we are trying to add more builders. We become more efficient all the time on our models. But right now, worst case scenario, about 10, 11 months.
And we do have model homes to show you very, very soon. So
yeah.
Mastery Network. How much would it cost to ship one of these homes to Houston, Texas?
Houston is probably, I think, about 1,800 miles from here.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be about $2 a mile, maybe, and that's for somebody that's probably $3 a mile now with fuel.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to get some folks that don't do it full time that might want to pull an Incredibox there, and they'll do it for a little less money. But normally, a retail hauler is going to charge about $3 a mile.
Okay.
Yeah, Roberto Valdez. How do you protect the Incredibox for hurricane winds? Strap it down. There are ringlets. All right. Welded to the bottom of all of our Incrediboxes, and you need to get these mobile home straps or augers, right? Like a screw that goes down into the ground, and then you'll strap that auger to the ringlet, and there's 4 on each, one in each corner, and that's what really saved that house at 90-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
That kept it from turning over.
Absolutely. Debbie Gee, as much as I've been viewing these Incrediboxes, are they all a flat top? It says she doesn't think there's a pitch to the roof, but there is.
Yeah, they go from 8 foot to 9 foot.
Yeah.
So it's 9 foot in the back, 8 foot to 9 foot.
Yeah,
9 foot
to
down to 8 foot in the front. It slopes. Patricia Adams, I'm so excited about the 8x20 Incredibox. I don't need full off-grid, but I want a tankless water heater. How hard is it to replace a 19-gallon with a tankless? I'm trying to decide whether to buy the off-grid or retrofit a regular toilet or buy a regular one. It's not hard. Well, the only thing that you're going to have to add if you put a tankless water heater is a gas line. Other than that, the water lines are there, the drain lines are there that you can put on that. We are trying to see if we can put a tankless on there for you. Those are the amenities that we're talking about. So, we do these on an assembly line basis. And so the biggest thing right now is for us to have this communication of what number house has this many things.
Right.
And this is what we're slowly getting into. So we're not offering different water heaters and different toilets and all this stuff and another thing that we're having kind of an issue with is we don't have a lot of land here to park 50 homes.
Right.
So when we're done, we need you to come and get your house ASAP,
and
right?
Amber's been contacting everyone trying to get them to come and pick up their home. And if your home is ready, be sure and contact us. Get a
we got
hauler.
about 30 here right now that need to leave.
The sales lot's full.
And people are not coming to get their homes. So
Yeah.
we're actually I asked Amber to ask you all that if you can't come and get your home right now and you don't need it, I'd like to just go ahead and sell it as a grab and go or somebody else that needs a home. And then we'll just build you another one when you're ready.
When you're ready.
Yeah.
We're going to have to because we're running out of room. Let's see, Roy Kriltich. Kriltich. Yesterday, while riding the ferry from Port Townsend, Washington, a tiny home was on board the ferry. It made me think about you guys and how you send tiny homes everywhere. Are you sending anyone's to Whidbey Island, Washington?
I don't think so lately. I know we went to an island in Washington. John Harrison took one out there and went on a ferry.
Yes, that's right.
I don't know what island it was,
He
but it was
did
off
go
the
on a
coast of
ferry.
Washington.
Oh, it could have been.
Yeah.
But not lately. We haven't.
Jasmine Florence, it's nice that people have more affordable housing options. Do these houses have insulation in the walls and ceilings? Are they warm in locations that are snowy and cold?
Good question.
Yeah, they are insulated. They're actually sandwiched together between, the insulation is sandwiched between two pieces of metal, right? And there's glued and it's really strong. So these Incrediboxes are made out of door panels, right? Insulated doors that are metal inside and out. Now, if you buy a stick frame, we spray foam the floors, the ceilings, and the rafters and everything on it. So, and all the floors have got 5.5 inches of insulation in them. They're really, really protected by the
And
cold.
two,
Yeah.
you know, that is, you know, for people who really, you know, most people are concerned about the environment. These panels would have went into the landfill. So they would have been thrown away. So that's another, it's a win-win situation
We
on that,
recycle
as
it.
we say. So with recycling, so we're glad about that. Daryl White wants to know, he's from North Carolina. Good afternoon. Are you going to build any communities on a creek? I know you have ones in the mountains, but I really need a creek, not a community access, but a tiny home on the creek.
God, that would be
Thanks
so
in
nice.
advance.
Hey, I agree with you, buddy. If I had a creek,
It'd be
I'd build on them.
nice.
I'd like to live on it. The creeks are hard to come by.
They
you know?
really
And
are.
then to build on them is another thing, because then you got to have sewer and you got to have your infrastructure and all that stuff. So, nah, I agree. You know, I've got a river back here, but it's 4 foot underwater most of the time. You know, the property is.
Yeah.
But no, I wish I did, bud.
Not yet.
Love wins. Any chance different flooring color? Any chance different flooring color?
Okay.
And that was talking about the 12 by 20. Now, we
Yes.
don't do any more 12 by 20s. We're not building them, selling them. It was only for the Grove. So we haven't come out with any more 12 by 20s other than in the Grove.
Right.
Yeah. The reason we do that is it was just a streamlined sale. You know, when we order the flooring, again, it's just simple and fast. You've got the flooring, you put it in. If we're going to get a bunch of options, man, we cannot afford to slow down production because of amenities. We just don't have we don't have the organization to do all that, or the room to put stacks of different colors and keeping track of them.
Right.
There's just a lot to it when you've got.
That'd be a huge inventory. That's why
Yeah.
we scaled down to the colors and everything like that. The vendors, they agreed to keep in stock certain color, you know, palettes of different things for flooring, for, you know, our metal, for all kinds of things like that. So we had to choose some instead of having this wide variety all the time, so we can keep in certain things so we don't run out of materials, so we can make sure your build goes, you know, as it should.
That's right.
Barbara Berner, what kind of amenities for shopping or medical help? How far away are they?
Town?
Yeah.
Town's, we're a mile from the city limits.
Yeah.
And probably to downtown, I think we're 2.5 miles or 3 miles
Yeah.
from the hospital, and yeah.
Very close to everything. There's clinics. Those are very popular now.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
have
you got your
clinics.
out clinics are probably 3.5 miles away too.
Yeah, Walmart, the usual suspects and things like that, you know, places to eat and everything like that.
That's Badetta. Where can I apply for this giveaway? It is stunning. Well, the giveaway house that we showed on there, it's like the little Birmingham. It's really, you got to be one of our 100,000 subscribers, because that's who it goes to. We were trying to give it to all our 100,000
The
subscribers.
first 100.
100,000.
Yeah, the first 100,000.
And we can't get to them all. So now we're asking you guys to send in a postcard with your, what do you call it, handle, or your.
Yeah, your handle, your name, your address, a phone number, some way to reach
But we
you.
got to correlate to make sure you're one of our 100,000 subscribers. So we go in
Right.
there and we find you, boom. So it's not to the general public.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And two, make sure that you only send one entry per person, and you have to be 18 or older. So
Yeah,
just
we
so
had
you know
somebody
that.
send in 11
I
or
know
9.
we've had people sending multiple ones, but we're only
Good
putting
try.
we're only putting one in.
I'd do it. I'd send 100 in. Why
I
not?
mean, you got to try, I guess. Michael Bissett, what if you put an 8x16 Incredibox on some pontoons and make it a houseboat?
Yep.
Or if there's flooding, the house will rise.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought about that. Was actually my first ever idea was to put it on a boat.
He's always
I just
I'll
never
tell
had
you
time,
this.
man. Yeah.
This was a long time ago. We were down in the Virgin Islands 18 years ago. I don't know when it was. And he saw a barge out on the ocean, and he said then he wanted a barge.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
It was a long time
I
ago.
wanted a barge so bad. It's like, and I looked at those barges. They're like 100 by 300.
Yeah,
And I
they're
thought,
huge.
man, and some of them are, abandoned, and they're or old ships and stuff that are big
There's
cargo
a bunch
ships.
of them.
And just nobody wants them anymore. And I thought, I'd love to have a barge. Can you imagine anchoring it off the coast, or in a cove or behind one of these islands or something? I mean, you could actually
Put everything. You can grow a garden. You can do.
Oh, I had it. I had tomatoes growing and chickens and tennis courts and a house
AstroTurf and
everything. It was,
everything.
And have a motor on it. I was going to park my truck on it, have this long shaft with a propeller out the back, and just.
So now I've got a question. So is it like this? If you're in the ocean or if you're on a lake or something like that, are you not taxed? Is that the deal?
I don't think you are.
So that's what's
Yeah.
attractive about that. You don't have to pay taxes.
Well, taxes here are just minimal here.
Oh,
it's
they're
not
very
much at all.
minimal here,
But,
but
yeah.
I didn't know how that
I
worked.
don't know. That was before I started this company, and I thought, man, the seclusion would be really cool, and you could actually be an island, a floating island. Of course, now, okay, we're coming in a hurricane. And everybody says, what are you going to do in a hurricane? Well, I thought,
You get out of the way.
you got time.
You got time.
You know it's coming inside.
You know days
Click it
before.
out of there, you
know.
know.
You do know days before.
I don't know. I'm not an authority on it, but I was going to love to give it a shot.
Yeah. Kevin Tong, how much is it to ship to Palm Springs, California? And we just went over that we usually have a hauler that you can contract to
So that's
have it
about
hauled out.
a little less than 3,000 miles. So, you're probably, I think we actually got a hauler to go out there for about $5 or $6 grand. Laverne, Renan, where can I find land for a tiny home?
Yeah.
Of course, you can put it anywhere you want, and unless there's codes against it, and they tell you to move. And then we've got homes that are right in a code restricted area, and nothing ever happens. So, if you like in Cotton County here, you can put it anywhere you want. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you really need to check with your local codes and restrictions.
Okay. Eleanor McCarthy, now this is the video that you did with Will and Becky, I think.
Okay.
What about one of those vents that rises up out of the counter? What does that mean?
No.
You were doing it, that's the day you were up there, or you were with Tom. 5,000 pounds on a tiny home, tour of 4 custom homes.
That was
What
Tom
about-
and I.
What about one of those vents? What kind of vent?
Well, I think she might need a range hood vent.
Oh, I bet
And
so.
there
Okay.
are some, and we don't use them, but they will suck from down and go out.
It rises up out of the counter.
Yeah, so what we had an issue
Oh,
where we
wow.
had a cooktop in front of a solid glass.
Yes,
And we
that's
couldn't
right.
put a range hood in front of it. And they do make countertop.
Oh,
vents, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even think about
Well,
it.
Eleanor, you taught me something there. I did not know that it even existed.
Xanasu 1. Xanasu 1. Hi, ITH. I am baffled by all the different prices flying around the videos. Can you video a price list so it's all clear? For instance, in a video dated September 30th of our father 2022, Brandy announces a fully off-grid 8x20 for 25K.
Yeah.
Fully off-grid. I don't know if I said fully off-grid.
No, that was she bought it fully off grid. It was the house. The 8x20 is 25,000, but the off grid is extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the IT Shiny Home Cost Estimator, clicking through the list of an 8x16 with solar and off-grid, prices are 45K. I don't know. I'm going to have to go through and check all this out because
Yeah.
I don't know of any of that's
Because
really
the
going on.
8x20 right now is 25,000.
I don't know we had a Wait a minute. A clicking through a cost estimator page.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to look and see.
You know what? We don't want it confusing for anybody.
Yeah.
And you know, I really go by our videos, so I need to get that straightened out. So I'll go on
check
there
it
and
out.
we'll make sure that you guys are completely on what do you call it? On point.
On
with our
point, yeah.
prices.
Sue in 1965. I decided to go with the solar package for my home on the Grove. Welcome to the Grove. Am I correct in remembering that it was said if the solar power runs out, it will automatically switch over to plugged in power?
Yes.
And if so, will it automatically switch back to solar when it's recharged?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great question,
Yep.
Sue.
That's what it'll do.
Okay.
That's what Lucas said.
We're excited that Sue's coming to the Grove.
Yeah. Anna Razel Clifford. Hi, Randy and Amanda. Can you put the 8x16 credit box on a fifth wheel trailer? They said that it'd be easier to tow a fifth wheel compared to a trailer, that it was less movement, meaning more stable to tow. No. You guys might be able to get a fifth wheel attachment or something to it, but you know, fifth wheels are to be more stable than a bumper tow, but these things are so light. They're under 5,000 pounds, and we have had all the ones that's left here. Nobody has said it was hard to tow.
No,
We
no.
had one hooked to that Nissan. You see that lady?
Yes.
I mean, gosh, I forgot her name. She might be watching. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But man, I was so proud of her. She tore off out of here. I mean, wham!
Might have been Terry or Teresa
And she
or
said,
something.
and swear to God, she said I kept it under 80.
I swear to
Or
my goodness.
She said, I averaged 65 miles an hour.
Is that the one that went to Florida?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think maybe
In
it
a
was
Nissan,
Teresa.
so you don't really need a fifth wheel for these things, not unless you go
No.
really, really big
And
trailer.
two, and I pulled one going up on the mountain, and I mean, we're talking, it's just,
Yeah.
you don't even know it's there. Sandra Stevens wants to know, what is an RJO after the person that designed it?
To what now?
What's an RJO? Is it named after the person that designed it? That's cute.
Yeah.
And Sandra, an RJO is something I thought it was important to name we actually had a $15,000 house years
built.
ago. Yeah,
Stick-built
stick
house.
built, and it was for $15,000. It was a special for 30 days. We sold out within 6 days.
Yeah.
And the RJO means Randy Jones Original.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. So that
And
was a great deal.
At that time, man, it saved the company.
It sure did. It was
We
awesome.
were in a position where we needed to make that happen. It did, and it
We
saved
just
us.
moved here too.
And you guys, we're going to be debuting a. No, I shouldn't even say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to confuse everybody.
Okay, yeah, don't say anything.
You know what? I think
don't say
I think I've
anything.
learned. You know what? I'm not going to add any more deals, no more pricing, no more costs, no more upcoming events, none of that
Until we show it.
Until I'm organized and we got it set up, and I won't put any kind of emphasis on anything. We just got some cool stuff coming in the future, you know.
Yeah, very cool.
There you go.
Piccoli Carnini, she comments a lot on here. Where is your 100,000 subscriber YouTube award? Okay, now I did not know.
Award?
Yeah, you get an award like when you hit.
Oh yeah, our award.
I don't know.
I got you.
I don't know
Thank you.
what's wrong with me, honestly. Well, it's many things, but
We grabbed it and put it away, didn't we?
I packed it away. I don't know what's the matter with me.
We didn't even hang it up.
We didn't even hang it up. Not one
It's
time.
like a platinum plaque.
It's such a
Yeah.
big deal. You know, I started watching some videos on YouTube, and which we don't stay still. We're mobile. So people will have it hanging up on their wall in their office.
Yeah,
They
we
do
don't have
their,
an office yet, really.
Yeah, we don't do an office. Well, we're always doing the videos somewhere else. So we don't carry it around. But I have to be honest, I knew it was a big deal to get 100,000 subscribers.
Well,
I
that's
didn't-
nice of her to ask.
Well, I didn't know it was that big a deal to hang it up, and it really is.
Yeah.
I didn't grasp that, but we're going to dig it out, and we're going to put it up in the office because we are proud of that,
Yeah.
and we are so glad that we made it to
They
that.
gave
but
us a plaque, and we made 100,000 people.
I can't
That was
believe
awesome.
I packed it away. So I'm going to get it out, so I'm sorry.
Kathleen Valdez, how much does it cost to renew your lease in 3 years? Good question. It doesn't cost you anything to renew your lease, and it's every year after that. And there's some specific reasons why I don't like long-term leases of 5 years, 10 years, and all that stuff. They're year to year, but when 3 years is up, or your next year is up, you just renew a lease.
Yep. Robin Rose, how do we contact Incredibox for a build? I'm in Brevard, North Carolina. It's Incredible Tiny Homes.
Yep.
We build the Incredibox on our assembly line. So
Yeah.
contact us, get on the website, contact us at info@incredibletinyhomes.com
There you go.
or call us,
Yeah.
but get on the website and contact us. We love Brevard. Brevard is beautiful.
Yep, we went to Brevard,
really
going
pretty.
to, what was the development on Lake?
Oh,
On that lake. On the other
Lord.
side of Brevard. Oh, I know it. Okay. Another one. Sandra.
Riverbend.
Riverbend.
Yeah.
That's it. Sandra Stevens. Is the site map for Buffalo Creek available? No. And we have not done anything with Buffalo Creek. We're not, it's still in the future plans.
Yeah.
Okay, Sandra
Let's see.
Stevens again. Thought could only be 13.5 inches high. What is the length without the front deck of that particular house? Oh, that was that great big one we did for Alice and Ron.
Yeah, Ron and Alice, they got a big 2-story home.
Yeah,
Tiny home.
it's not going anywhere. We built it, and
No.
it's right here on the community, so you can build it as tall. We built
And
it.
that's their choice, that we were doing custom homes at that time, and if they choose to have the taller home, the home stays here forever.
Yeah, it's 36-foot long
It
house.
stays here. Sandra Stevens also said, is this, now she's talking about the Abington. Remember we went on the beach that day and we looked in the Abington, like, it's not 100% like the Abington model, but it's very similar to that. Is this 10 by 30 with the deck, or is it just the living space? So what is the 10 by 30? Was it with the deck?
Yeah.
It was with the
Abington
deck.
is 20-foot long.
Because it's 20 or 24.
Well, that one was.
Yeah, that was 20. That wasn't specifically exactly a model, so.
Louise Richardson said, how can I buy this tiny house? I live in Houston, Texas. So can you buy a tiny house? I don't know what that means, but she was referring to an old video that we have. It was a 16-foot Freedom for $25,000. And we don't sell that house anymore for $25,000. So, but how can you buy a house? Go to our website and look at what we have, and I'd say one.
Now, Life with Nana. There's a lot of people called Nana. I'm called Nona. My grandson calls me Nona. But Life with Nana, how does getting rid of garbage work? So if you live here as a resident, how do you get rid of garbage, Randy?
There is called a convenience center down the road about a mile. So believe it or not, they don't have garbage pickup here in the county like you might be used to at your home. And people have to put that trash in their trunk, and they take it down there and they get out of their car and they throw it in the dumpster. It's all fenced in and there's a guard down there. And but that's how they do it right here.
Yeah. Gene Myers wants to know, does it have to be a postcard to enter for the tiny house? I can't find any around here. Then make you one. Make one and send it in. Mail it to us.
Just something with your name and
Yeah,
address on it and put it in an envelope.
4x6 card, because we want them all to be of the equal size. So
Bernice,
it's
Bernice
fair.
Crocker. Love this house, and this is exactly what I want. Is this available with solar and off grid? That's the 8x28 Charleston. It is now at 8x30, right, for the same price, and it can be fully off grid. You can have solar, you can have anything you want on it, Charleston. And thank you for that compliment. I love our Charleston
That's
model.
great. Yeah, and we're getting ready to hopefully decorate one and do a video on it, right? To all the models coming back. Testicular oxide. How easy is it to add a rain catchment system to the rooftops? That's a good question.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. We can add rain catchment and everything. I've learned so much about rain catchment now. I'll never drill a well.
Really?
Yeah, if I built me a regular home, I would have a cistern, rain catchment. Wells are just so expensive. Yeah, and replacing the pumps and all that stuff. So,
Okay.
but, yeah, we can add it to any house.
Okay.
Can a hand sink be added to a shower? And I don't know what that means.
Oh, like where you take the handle off. Yeah, you just unscrew that and you buy one.
Hand sink?
Oh, a hand sink?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I thought she meant a handle. I thought she meant
a wand.
Huh? I don't know what that is. A hand sink.
So sorry.
If that's
K
something different, maybe.
Netke.
Yeah. Cat G, are you worried about mold in the foam?
No, not at all. The foam is waterproof. You know.
Yep.
I'm choking here, Amanda.
Oh, I don't know if I have anything to drink in there.
Man,
I think I took everything out.
my little sore throat.
I know.
I was talking.
He's been sick since Friday.
No mold. I don't.
No worry about mold.
No, it's okay. So the polyurethane spray foam is glued to the steel. All right, and it's none.
Okay,
Now,
that's
there's no
great.
water that gets in it. Yeah.
And we've not had any complaints. We've had people living in these. We called them ESP homes.
Yeah.
Before we called them Incrediboxes.
Engineered steel panels.
Engineered steel panels. The Incredibox is an actual style
Yeah.
that is on the assembly line. Okay, the ESP homes were built. The 8x24s and it was 8x20s and 8x24s.
And 10x20s.
And 10x20s. And people have been living in those for a while, and we've not had anything about mold.
Yeah, I love these homes. You know, I like all of our homes. And, you know, I'm a carpenter, so I like wood. But the designing of the ESPs was fun to me, too, because of just the different style and the quickness of it. And just the, you know, I look at them like, man, there's no 2x4s in the walls.
That's amazing.
So
yeah.
a lot of moisture issues are when walls sweat and rain comes in. So when you perforate or cut a hole in a wall and you put a window in it, now you've created a potential problem, right?
Okay.
So what I like about these ESP homes, let's say you cut it out, you put a window, then it says it leaks. All right, it's not going to rot. It can't. The water, if it gets and it starts dripping on the cut panel, right? The water cannot get in between the foam and the steel.
Right.
It's glued. It's laminated. So the water's going to go outside or inside and run down the wall.
Okay.
No, it's going to hit the floor and you're going to see it.
Yeah.
And you're going to caulk your window. Because on the outside, you're
That's the only issues that we've ever had is that if a house left, it would be minor stuff like where the window is, and then we caulk it and it's good, or the customer caulks it and it's good.
You know, because if a window leaks a lot, you know, and you guys you don't see it right in a regular stick-built house because it's going behind the wall.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, after years and years of just dripping, the sole plate or the bottom plate is rotted out. Then it gets into the floor joists and all that stuff. It's a solid membrane, so when it leaks, it's going inside or outside. It's not going down the middle of your house, your wall.
That's great.
Yeah.
Judith Davis. Hey, Judith. I see her on here quite a bit. What's the latest on the office, the new office in the black building?
Good question. I got a good friend of mine, Wayne. He's up there sheetrocking. His guys came and hung all the sheetrock. He's up there putting the mud and the tape on it. So he'll be done probably another week or so. So we're hoping to be up in there, I don't know, hopefully by Thanksgiving or Christmas for sure.
Yeah.
Brian Bach, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. 20K grab and go, 8x16 ready for pickup. Do they come with stove, fridge, furniture, furnace for 20K? Go to our website and you'll see what that home sells for and all the amenities. So you go in there and look Incredibox and you click on Incredibox and then you scroll down there and it shows everything that's included in that Incredibox.
Now this is our friend Karen Poulter. Question about the off-grid water recycle. What is the roundabout price of that? That has not been brought up yet. Question about the off-grid water recycle.
We don't know yet. I had a couple friends of mine and people, acquaintances that told me about some recycling water. And then I've looked into it a little bit. Haven't had to be able to find what I've been really wanting some answers to. And so I really don't have a water recycling system yet.
Okay.
The people that I was talking to really thought that they you got to get this. I'm like, all right.
Okay. Where do I get it? Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Sandy Pitts, question. The 12x20 in the Grove, will it have the farm style sink or the regular kitchen sink? I've seen it, heard both mentioned, so I'm not sure which to plan on. It's the farm style, isn't it?
The 12x20? Yeah.
I think it's a farm style.
Yeah. God, that's a good, you know what?
That's
I
a
don't
good
have
question.
it in front of me. I think it's a farm style.
And also, where's the 19-gallon water heater going?
Yeah.
I was thinking the cabinet between the sink and the washer and dryer.
Well, I was going to put in the cabinet, but what I finally ended up designing it is it goes over the washer and dryer up above it, like we do in these other ones.
Additionally, I'm getting the solar package. This is her too. Where will all of that go? I assume in the loft for the batteries. Where will the box for the other stuff go? In the Incredibox, this is above the toilet. Sorry for all the questions, but she's coming to the Grove. She's coming to the Grove. She's excited.
All right, so we haven't built that house yet, and we haven't designed all the solar in it. And as soon as it hits the assembly line, we'll show you where it's putting it. Yeah, we have. I got to get with Lucas and design. Him and I went over it a little bit last week. Yeah. Phyllis Denton, what about another storage over where the bed goes? I am short. I'm short too. And it was the Incredibox, fully off grid, and you're exactly right. You can put a loft over the bed, in the living room. That's why it's a DIY. You guys can add, we use the panels, but you can make it out of wood too. Yep.
Amanda and Randy, you keep calling that one home, this is Mary Miller. And I don't know if she's being funny or if this is something I don't know, so I'm going to ask you guys.
Yeah.
Amanda and Randy, you keep calling that one home the salt box. When are you going to make a pepper box? Is she just joking, or is that an actual build?
She's just joking.
Okay, I didn't know. I was like, I think she's joking, but I'm not sure. Because I was like, salt box, and explain the salt box.
Well, salt box, instead of the dormer, and there's none around here, the dormer kind of cuts the roof line up, and it kind of goes like that. And the salt box, the wall just goes straight up 2 stories.
No overhang, it's straight up.
It's just straight up.
Okay, so that's the salt box. So maybe we'll come up with something called the pepper box. Wouldn't that be cute?
Julia Gonzalez.
Yeah.
How do I get in contact with your company? Gosh, go to our website and you can get an email there. We've got phone numbers, emails, and love to hear from you.
Yeah,
Julia.
Annie Jane. I want Annie to know that Jane is my middle name as well, which that could be her last name. I don't know. Any talk on 8x12s, tiny minis? That would be great as an RV in cities. In New York City, 120 square feet, no permit is needed. Sheds can't be over 120 square feet. That's interesting to know, Annie.
Huh.
So
in New York City?
So Annie, are you saying if you were to get an 8x12 on wheels, you can put that in New York somewhere?
But she's talking about the city limits?
I guess.
In
New York City, 120 square foot, no permit needed.
Annie, you tell me what you want and
Let
we'll
us
do it.
know.
I can make the 8x16. It's only 8 square feet.
Right.
I can make it just a little bit shorter and you'll be fine.
There was something else that the guy said if it would make my wife happy. Oh gosh. What
you better
was
dig
it?
that one out, Amanda.
Oh my gosh, I meant to ask that one.
All right, let me do this one.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Okay, go ahead.
John C. Q&A. Can the charge controller, this is whenever we were talking about the 8x16, the green one that Tom is going to take hunting, okay? And it's going to be fully off-grid. Can the charge controller be mounted inside the cabinet instead of outside? You would make my wife very happy.
The charge controller be mounted inside?
Not outside, yes.
It is not outside.
It is inside, okay.
The charge control, we showed it.
Yes.
It's in the cabinet above the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's inside.
Okay, go ahead.
Pookie Wookie.
Pookie Wookie. I'm going to call you that the rest of the day. Oh, Pookie Wookie.
Pookie Wookie. We did the tour of a fully off-grid. Is he on, oh my God, I didn't know what this meant. Is he on TRT?
I seen that. Now, TRT is some kind of steroid, right?
Testosterone replacement therapy.
Yeah. It's TRT.
Ooh, he's in great shape.
He's in great shape.
No, I'm not. That's one thing that's probably the only thing that I've never been slacked on is testosterone.
That's right, exactly. You've always had high testosterone. And I don't know if I mentioned, but Randy got a hat from Big Al's over there at the barbecue place, the Bent Creek Barbecue. He looks great in a hat. He's not worn one in a long time, and he'd look good in the hat. So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had any. That's a big thing now because that's kind of my hobby, looking into that. But
I know.
So many men, even young men at 30s and 40s, have got low testosterone.
Yes.
And
it's a big thing now.
I've gotten it tested, and it's always been abnormally high.
Yeah.
I just don't know why, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle Greenwood, question for weekly Q&A. if I order and pay in full a model home, example, the Dover, today, when should I expect for it to be completed? And the Dover is an 8 by, what, 20?
Yeah, right now we're looking at probably 10 months out.
About 10 months
Yep.
for a custom, for not a custom, for a model.
A model home.
Model home.
Yep. Fully off grid in Asheville, North Carolina, with that lady. This is Joe, Jon.
Hey,
That's
Joe.
her call name. Okay, just watched a different video here on YouTube. Also says was 4 days ago. Said that 35K, which it is, seems like a 10K difference. Okay, so I think Amanda had talked about this before. The 8x20, the 8x20 Incredibox is $25,000.
Yes.
So if you want a fully off-grid, solar, water, power, sewer, and all that stuff included, is 35K.
Yeah.
It's
Add 10,000.
It's the same as an 8x16. It's just $5,000 more on each solar or off-grid.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've almost gotten all of our questions done.
Let me see here.
Let me see how long we've been on. We've been on for 48 minutes.
Let me see. Let's see. Last love. Hey, Randy, I'm going to throw a wrench at you. Okay.
Oh.
For every 100 Incrediboxes sold,
Yeah.
you're going to give one away. Does that include the 8x20s?
Oh,
Well, we
good question.
just started 8x20s. Yes. I tell you what, if we sell an 8x20, 100 of them suckers, I'll give one away.
So now wait a minute.
Yes.
Now we got to be clear.
All right.
Are
There we go.
Okay. So now
You're going to get mad at me.
here we go. We got to make sure this is. I'm the devil's advocate here. So are we saying 100 8x16s and 100 8x20s, or is the 8x20s going to be a part of?
No, that's what I see. So in my brain, I said exactly what I thought.
Okay.
8x20s, 100 8x20s, we'll give one away.
Okay.
100 8x16s, we'll give one away.
Okay. So 100 and 100. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to be.
Yeah.
Just want to be clear.
Mama.
Just want to be clear.
Okay, okay.
Just Maria, RNA, Q&A. Happy ITH energy. Who could stay in a bad mood watching the two of you? That's very nice of you to say. You better tell Will, Becky, and all the new incredible sales crew to batten down the hatches. I foresee she got scades, I don't know if it's scades of orders, after the devastation of the hurricanes in Florida and South Carolina. People will want to have something they can live in while their clearing and rebuilding begins. No one wants to leave their property and building materials unattended. What a great time to test out solar-powered Incrediboxes. I hope they will be scattered across the states. This is the time for your great product.
That's really
Thank you
sweet.
so much, Maria. That is very nice.
And we have
of
not
you.
sold anything. We've got some people that got one 8x20 that is going to be taken down there. I think she's giving it away or something.
This
I don't
lady
know, but
is
other than
giving
that-
it away. It's a charity. She is giving it away to them because they lost everything.
But no, we
through
have
the storm.
not had people calling us saying, give me a home. I got to have, I don't know if nobody knows about us or what's going on, but it's frustrating in a way because,
Yeah.
you know, where can you get a house like this? Where
know.
can you find one for this price?
And we're trying to get a hold of people down there to try to get the word out because these people, it's going to take a long time for Florida to rebuild and they're going to need places to stay. So we contacted insurance companies. Our insurance company actually said, hey, insurance companies don't buy these. They won't buy them. They'll put people up in hotel rooms and stuff, but they're not going to buy an actual house. So somebody, because they don't need the responsibility and take that on. They'll pay, you know, months and months and months of hotel bills. So we're trying to find people, you know, trying to get the word out to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Blood, question and answer. Could the outlet in the kitchen above the shower be moved over to the water heater? I'm thinking this is an outlet. I'm thinking is the outlet now will have a cord with it. You know, we could. You know, I didn't that. No, we can't just do it for somebody. I'll look at it a design thing. I wanted I wanted the air conditioner to be on the back of the house, not on where the front door is. So if you put an air conditioner in the wall, if you ever choose to do that, a lot of people put mini splits in. You can get a Mr. Cool and put up there. It's about $1,800.
Okay.
And do it yourself. But if you wanted a water heater, I thought it'd be better over on that side of the house. You know, so you're not. If you ever want to put a covered porch, you don't want an air conditioner blowing in on the
True.
porch.
That's
you know?
right.
So, but thank you, Dave. Ruri, did any not make it? I don't know what she's referring to.
It's on this video.
All is good.
The hurricane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of them are good that I know.
No, you had a gnat fly right in my
Oh
eyeball.
no. Oh, I see it. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. It's right there. Oh, hold on. Okay, got it.
Got it. All right. Carol Walsh. After watching today's All Is Good video, I was wondering, when are these lovely, hardworking ladies getting new offices? Is there maybe an update on the new offices? Bless you all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carol.
And we just gave a update.
Yeah, we're hoping here in the next,
Hopefully
I
soon.
don't know, a month or so.
Yeah. We're at 52.
So hard to. What, you want to quit?
Well, it's up to you. I mean, because that's a stack still left. Now, this is a good question. Let me
Okay.
ask that one really quick. A limited time offer. This is the bigger Incredibox. This is about the 8x20. RP Rakash. I can't say all that.
Yeah.
In an 8x20, did we lose a window in the living room?
Rapakash.
Rapakash, there you go.
No, there's one in the. No, same windows in the back, two on the side. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And
Again, the 20-foot Incredibox is everything's the same. Shoved it 4 feet longer. That's all. Everything is exactly the same.
I think
like
we're
the
good.
additions
These
that we
we've
made.
asked.
I like the additions that we made with Amanda talking about the countertop being cut and flipped up, and then the backsplash being moved, so we can flip it down, and you got all that room. You do that with a 20-footer, wow.
Oh, yeah.
You just added
There
a whole
is
nother
so
room.
much room in there. Yep, so much room.
Yeah.
Very comfortable for 2 people. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that is, we have more Q&As, more questions, but we're almost at an hour, so we probably need to wrap it up. I thought we had a good round of different questions today.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm trying to think if there were some questions that I've been asked a lot, and we're going to do a video to go back to one of the comments. We're going to do a video of underneath. They're going to show you your gray water tank and the hookup,
Right.
the water power and sewer hookup. I'm going to show you guys that, and a couple of technical ones. One came out and said, "Hey, can you show us how to cut a hole in the side of the house,
Okay.
right, and put an air conditioner?" So I need to put one in my house. I haven't done it yet.
Okay, well,
of course,
let's do
winter's
that.
coming, but I was like, you know what? Let me cut a hole, and I'll show you guys how to do that and what's involved. I've been wanting to do it. It's just something we need to do, and so we'll do some videos like that. I think it'd be cool. I know we said we're going to cut a tree down and let it fall on our house, and I'm like, oh man, I know it's going to damage our house, and I'm like, what are we gaining from that?
I know.
But I'd like to see it. I want to see it
I
happen.
know.
anyway.
It's kind of like you want to see it, because you got to think about it. It's like when any house, or you take a great big huge tree and drop it on my house. Well, it's going to destroy my house. You know
I know,
what I'm
it's
saying?
going in the middle
So it's
of
like
it.
we kind of already know the answer to it.
I know.
I guess kind of what I was thinking is more like, if you're somewhere, you're not going to put it up where there's a bunch of trees. But if there was a kind of a significant tree that kind of just fell over,
Yeah, like that one right there.
like this one right here.
It's
if that-
about 8 inches in diameter.
yeah, and we actually do have on our Facebook. I posted pictures. There was a customer that sent in big tree branches, fell on it, didn't damage it.
On a
Yeah,
on our Incredible. I mean,
ESP.
RJO. Was it an ESP?
it was an RJO,
RJO.
ESP. Well, it could have been
I
RJO.
think it was a stick frame.
It could have been stick built. Okay, we'll go back and we'll look at it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've been wanting
Yeah.
to do that and some other things, but biggest thing I thought was just awesome is we put
Yeah.
5,000 pounds on top of an Incredibox.
Amazing.
I'm going to set your car on top of one. We compete with RVs. This is an RV. This is on a trailer. This is going down a road, and it's under 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I know Boxable come out with a video, and they drop the car on top of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Boxable is a 20 by 20. It is not on a trailer. It's
Yeah,
not
it's not a
5,000
tiny
pounds.
home.
It's not it's not 5,000 pounds, little, guy that can be really lightweight. I bet you pound for pound, and I'm thinking about this. If I'm going to do one just for the heck of it, and I'm
Yeah.
going to see what happens.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to see what crushes on that sucker
Sure.
and what we got to do. So I got to test it.
The one thing that, because I know Randy brings up Boxable, and there is other affordable housing. I think there's enough for everybody around the country and the world and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's enough for everybody to do stuff. The unique thing about the tiny homes is that they're mobile. So that is the one thing that you're not
Yeah.
going to have a house foundation, you might live in a small home, or you might have a tiny home that is, that's not on wheels. But if you have the option to have it on wheels, why wouldn't you? if you're in one of the areas where you're living on the coast or you're near the ocean or
Yeah.
you're in any kind of tornado alley and things like that where there's a lot of you have the option to actually unhook everything, pick everything up and get out of there.
Yeah. Well,
And it's better than an RV because it's so livable and there's so much space in it. So it's very versatile.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And we're not a park model. The
No.
Incrediboxes aren't.
Right.
And we're small, and it's the true tiny house on wheels.
It's a true tiny
You know,
house.
so I love sticking to the roots of tiny house.
Yeah.
Because that's where I've taken my, I don't know, creativity and saying, okay, I've got these parameters that I'm working within, and I want to make this happen.
Yeah.
And then I want to work with a price point that is this much here too, you know. So we got our traditional regular stick-built homes that are gorgeous model homes, and we're adding them all these architectural features too.
Yeah.
And then we got the Incredibox that,
Yep.
man, for 20 grand, you got a house.
And two, when are you going to do one to where, okay, if it's on wheels
Yeah.
and I can live in it and all that stuff, when am I going to have one that I can drive through this pond?
I know it.
So he's got to be working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look, I mean, the house just drives.
Yeah, it just drives.
I got to put a motor on it first.
Well, there you go.
Oh
So,
my
well, we
gosh.
got to get started. So,
Well,
well, that's our weekly Wednesday Q&A.
Yeah.
Sorry it wasn't on Wednesday. It's on Thursday today, but at least we got to it. Thought we got to some really great questions. Be sure to keep sending in your questions and your comments, and we will answer as many as possible. Also, if you're in the comments, answer questions for people. If you keep up with the website, if
Yeah,
you
there
keep
you
up
go.
with the videos, help us answer more people
Yeah.
on there as well. There's a chosen few there that they do a great job, and Michael Clark is one of them. He's fantastic
Okay,
at
great.
answering
Yep.
questions and things like that. We want to encourage all of our sales representatives to get out there and get to talking to people and get this going. We always have grab and goes ready. We've got deals going on that just cannot be beat by anyone else that's going on of what we have going
Right.
on. So,
so you know, we got, and I don't want to
Mhm.
interrupt
No,
you,
go
but to
ahead.
get on that thing, you know,
Yeah.
our credit boxes are 20 grand. 20 footers,
grand.
25 grand. And if you want solar on it, it's 5,000.
That's
If you want
right.
it off grid, it's 10,000. Added to those prices. Done. Every 100 homes we sell, we give one away.
Yep.
Every 100 8x20s, we give away. So, I mean, there's giveaways, and it's awesome. The Grove sold out 3 weeks, 72
Yes.
lots done, homes and everything. There's no more sales in the Grove.
Yep.
So, we are not, even though that's 72 homes, some homes are done. We'll have them built by Christmas. We do that because we got to keep building homes. We got 70 employees here
Yeah.
we're trying to feed. So bear with me on my ideas and the things that I try to come up with in that.
Yeah.
But we still need to sell homes. And when
Yeah.
we can build 600 homes, we've only sold 200.
Yeah.
That's not enough to keep this business going, you know? So we need to sell more. And that's why we have got salespeople out there that are trying to sell. Go to our website. You can go to ITH Employment, do an application, get your 4-digit number. Doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about this earlier or not.
Are you talking about the lady that's at Gutted? Is that what you're going to talk
No,
about?
I'm just going to tell you
okay.
to register.
Yeah.
Become a salesperson. Even though you may not sell one, one a year, that's $500 for every house you sell.
Yeah.
And if you're ambitious and you want to sell, 20, we'll give you an Incredibox.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how you want to market it. I think people say, oh my God, and I love the excitement because people say, wow, I know everybody's going to love this Incredibox,
Yeah.
right? That's not that easy, because it's a total concept that you got to paint a picture. And if you don't own one, to just drive it to their house or to a facility, a place where there's going to be a lot of people congregating,
Yeah.
it's hard to explain that, right? So you can go to our videos, you can use our pictures, you can do some stuff, there's just, it's got to be creative to be able to sell these things. I think that there's a great need. I think like the people we're talking about in Florida,
Yeah.
there's people that need them in their backyards and they can help out. And I don't know. I built this factory. You guys probably don't understand this, but I don't know. I went with my gut. I built that whole building, Minda,
I know.
and we hadn't sold one.
I know. Yeah.
So I built the whole building, set it up to build these things,
Yeah.
and then said, okay, we're going to try to sell them.
Yeah. I know.
Well, we pre-sold them, didn't we?
We pre-sold them.
Before we started it, we
Yeah.
said, hey, we're going to build a
We
$20,000 house, and but there was only like 25 or 30 sold, and I
Right.
just had a feeling. I mean, you can't build a whole building just for 100 homes.
Right, exactly.
And I was hoping it would just create an entire new division for our company. We're still not out of the woods with this. It's still not a successful thing.
And two, this just started at the end of April.
Yeah.
So we're just 6 months in on the assembly line.
So it is like,
it is still research and development.
it's a
honestly.
hungry theater, all right? It is not in the bag. So I just don't go over there and kick my feet up on my desk and say, hey,
No.
man, it's doing great. No, we got 70 employees, and I'm like, man, we got to keep moving here. So, we're not perfect at what we do in communicating and all this stuff and doing these videos and all. We're just who we are. I know how to build a house, and I know how to build a good house, and I think what we're doing is awesome. But I don't have the technology behind me like Boxable does and Tiny Heirloom or all these other big shot people do or all that stuff. And I wished I did. And it's frustrating, and I wish I was a little bit more savvy in the industry or more money, really. I think I know what to do. It's just, when you have so many hats that you wear and things that you have to do and things you have to take care of. And I love meeting the people that we're selling to. And, you hear my phone going off constantly here. And so we do not. I hope you guys understand. We are not sitting millionaires here.
No.
And saying, hey, we got it, and now we're just kicking back and we're just selling a bunch of houses.
I know.
It doesn't happen.
No.
It is hard.
It's every day.
And we pray every day that we can keep going in our building. We pray every day that we'll sell more homes and that we can keep this dream alive. There are so many people. We got so many stories you wouldn't believe that people.
One of the ladies today talked about how, said, you just don't understand how your homes are changing lives. And, you could hear that and be like, oh my gosh, there's no way that it is. Well, after all the homes that we've sold and after the people that we've met and over the 8 years, it has changed lives. We understand it. We understand what it means to have a house. We understand what it means to have a house paid for and you don't have any debt. And we want everybody to be in that position. We want everybody to be here and be able to, choose tiny and live free.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason.
I know. And you got all these guys here. There's almost 40 guys in the factory building, and they can't hear me talking or anything like that, but some of them listen to this tape. But, a lot of them come to me and say, man, I'm really thankful for being here. Thanks for creating this environment. And, I tell the guys in the morning when we're here, I said, I want this place to be a refuge for you to come here and work. I'm a physical worker. I like working. I like building. I like doing things. I haven't been doing it because I'm trying to run this business, but I know what it's like. I've worked all my life, and I want them to have an environment. They got to work, and we all got to. That's who you are. But you want it to be a place of refuge. It's a place of refuge where, you come here, you don't have to be razzed by coworkers. You don't have to be worrying about somebody taking advantage of you. You don't have to worry about being made fun of. I swear, you ain't gonna believe this, but 40 guys out there, and I'm one of the 40, we're really a misplaced bunch, I like for them to know that, none of us are perfect out. We all look in the mirror and we all think we fall short of what we wanted to be one day. And so and that's what I mean by a refuge. They come here and they don't have to think about that. They don't have to think about where they failed in life.
No.
They don't have to think about.
That's not brought up to them every day. And this is a safe place, a safe space.
And we make light of so many things.
We do.
And for the guys in a really good, positive way.
Because life is hard.
Yeah, and man, these guys, and me included, we don't need to be down on ourselves when we come here. So I say, hey, when you walk out that gate and you go home, you're going to have forces against you that'll just tell you you're no good and you're not going to match up. And if it's in your relationship with whoever you're with and, the things you're dealing with, you don't deal with it here. You work and we enjoy each other. And the camaraderie of the men here. So I probably monitor that more than anything. I want these guys to have a good place. And for that to happen, we got to sell homes. And I'm so concerned because there's so many people now that are really being touched by what we do. There's guys moving in here from out of state, and they're living in their cars here and working. And I want to give them a place to live, and we're putting them in.
We're trying to help everybody. We're trying to, and it's.
We got a war vet here that he came in, and he's trying to find him his place in life.
He's such a nice guy.
We got some guys just out of been incarcerated for years, and just a wonderful guy, you know. And,
Oh yeah.
And you know, Daniel coming in from 20, coming in from Mexico,
I
and
know.
not even a driver's license. These men are turned
And
into
there's-
just quality guys.
And they have made lifelong friends that
Yeah.
will become their new family in a way, in a sense.
Yeah. So I'm seeing all this happen, and I'm like, you know what I have to do?
What?
I have to rest. I have to do this mentally, even though I see things that may not. I'm looking at something like this ain't gonna happen. I mean, this is what I'm saying is I see it and I'm like, that ain't gonna work, right? I have to believe it's going to.
You have to believe it's going to work.
And the reason I do is I look and I see all the good things that are happening, and all the people that are benefiting from living here.
Yeah, the residents.
And I
love
just
it.
got to believe that there's this energy behind what we're doing, that good things are going to still continue.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
agree.
And just like the lady today that come from Lexington,
Yes,
she was
yes.
so sweet.
Her and her grandson.
She was so sweet, man, and she just bragged on us and loved on us and stuff like that. And I think about her, and she was so excited about selling an Incredibox, and she's going to make up her own T-shirt, you know, make up her own business cards.
Yes.
And I thought to myself, we created that energy in her, that
Yes.
excitement in her by
Yes.
giving out these ideas. And I know I come across as some wild and crazy ideas and stuff, but to me they're not.
They're
You know,
really, yeah.
I look at them like, hey, we need people to sell homes. Sell our house.
Yeah.
Okay, sell our house. And I tell Sam, figure it out.
Yeah.
You know? And,
Yeah.
and I think about it, and people are like, yeah, let's jump on it and go. So that's why, we have to just put our mind on what we know we've started and not sway and listen to anything else that would distract us from what we know we're going to do.
Well, you just need to keep
know?
the course, and I know they're
And
trying
it's
to
hard.
they're trying to get a hold of us because they've called my phone, then they've called your
Okay.
phone.
So
we better go.
Yep,
but
we rambled on.
We're going to stay the course.
We are.
We're going to stay the
It's
course.
hard, but you got to meditate and think. So,
Yep.
hey, and I never ask this, but we ask for your prayers and good
Thoughts
thoughts,
and prayers.
and just push them out there, and for you too. So gosh, we should have this thing where everybody kind of just helps everybody
know.
and all that stuff. And I'm not some big whimsical kind of person. I just know that it takes a team to make everything happen.
Yeah.
It takes a team.
And I want to say it was so lovely to meet the grandmother, the grandson, the couple, the 2 or 3 couples that we met up there
Yeah.
today. Everybody that took their
Took their
home
homes,
today.
yep.
We had one that was as local as Greenville over there. They're taking it. She's going back to her home place. She got emotional because
Oh,
I know
it.
what that means to be
Yeah.
living on your home place and stuff. And it's
Said
special.
it wouldn't have happened without us.
Wouldn't
doing
have
this.
happened without. So we're
And Bo
so
just bought 3.
yes.
She's
exactly.
taking them to Florida?
She's taking them to Florida.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
try to help out down there. We can
There's
keep
so
going.
many. So thank you so much. Thank you for the barbecue place for coming out. Big Al's Bent Creek. Look at the Facebook post on that. And I'll probably put this in 2 parts because we've kind of ran over.
All right.
So I'll do part 1 and part 2, and we hope you enjoy it. And we'll see you next week, and hopefully we'll make it on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think we got to do another video today too.
Okay. Well, there you
We
go.
got
Good.
some stuff
We
to
got
tell
another-
you.
We
All right.
got some stuff to tell you. Okay. And what do you think of Randy's hat? Put it in the comments.